By Todd Richmond, Associated Press. Madison, Wis. An Illinois teenager who fatally shot 2 people and wounded a third amidst sometimes violent summer protests on the streets of Kenosha, Wisconsin, pleaded not guilty on Tuesday to charges including intentional homicide. Kyle Rittenhouse, 18, entered his plea in a brief hearing conducted by teleconference. Prosecutors say Rittenhouse, who is white, left his home in Antioch, Illinois, and traveled to Kenosha after learning of a call to protect businesses in the wake of the August 23 shooting by police of Jacob Blake. Blake, a black man, was shot 7 times in the back and left paralyzed. Rittenhouse opened fire with an assault-style rifle during protests 2 nights later, killing Joseph Rosenbaum and Anthony Huber and wounding Gage Grosskreutz. Rittenhouse has argued he fired in self-defense. Conservatives have rallied around Rittenhouse, describing him as a patriot who took up arms to protect people and property, and raised enough money to make his $2 million cash bail. Others see him as a domestic terrorist whose presence with a rifle incited protesters. Rittenhouse was 17 at the time of the shootings. The Blake shooting happened 3 months after George Floyd died while being restrained by police officers in Minneapolis, which also was captured on bystander video and which sparked outrage and protests that spread across the United States and beyond. The galvanized Black Lives Matter movement put a spotlight on inequitable policing and became a fault line in politics, with President Donald Trump criticizing protesters and aggressively pressing a law and order message that he sought to capitalize on in Wisconsin and other swing states. In Kenosha, as the protests that followed damaged businesses in the city of 100,000 near the Wisconsin-Illinois border, authorities ultimately estimated some $50 million in damage. Some people answered a call on social media to travel to Kenosha. That included Rittenhouse, of Antioch, Illinois, who is charged with shooting 3 people, killing 2 of them, with an assault-style weapon during one of the demonstrations. Conservatives have rallied to Rittenhouse's legal defense, arguing that he was a patriot who took up arms to protect people and property. Others see him as a domestic terrorist whose presence with a rifle incited protesters. Rittenhouse, who is white, was 17 at the time of the shootings, and charges include illegal possession of a dangerous weapon by someone under age 18. Kenosha County District Attorney Michael Gravely hasn't publicly announced the timing of a decision on whether to charge Shesky. But the city began moving in recent days to prepare for the event, with some businesses boarding their windows in concrete barricades and oversized metal fencing surrounding the Kenosha County Courthouse.